It's Monday. You know what that means. It's a brand new week in Warframe. So, let's check out some weekly things that you can do. First up, let's take a look at the 1999 calendar. As you know, first reward every week, we're going to be getting an Archon shard. This week features the red flavor, as well as some arcanes. The next reward, you're looking at a Riven, another arcane. Heading on over to the next, we're going to be seeing another arcane and a primary arcane adapter. Pretty good. Following up with two more arcanes and a cache. Last but not least, we're going to be getting another cache, two more arcanes, and then one more arcane just for good measure, plus 6k endo. Not a bad week to be in 1999. Next up, we're going to be looking at the things you can see in your navigation. First up, our weekly Archon hunt. We're going to be going after the blue flavor this week. Pretty good. The missions are going to be a sabotage, an interception, and then of course the showdown. I'm not a big interception person, but party up with a squad. It'll go by pretty quick. Next up, we're going to be checking out the circuit. The circuit, if you haven't seen my video before, is one of the best things you can do every single week for the Steel Path version and normal version, especially if you're a new player. In the normal version, you'll be able to pick one of 3 frames to get every single week. This week is featuring Excalibur, Trinity, and Ember. I highly recommend doing this and picking up a frame for mastery, or maybe a frame that you just really want to play. You never know. Next up, we're going to be looking at the Steel Path, which has everybody's favorite weapons, the Incarnates. This is a reset of the rotation of the Incarnates, so we're back to week 1. This features some really OG weapons, the Bratton, the Lato, the Skana, the Paris, and the Kunai. I'm personally going to be going for the Bratton first on tier 5, and maybe the Lato or the Skana on tier 10, maybe the others. I'm not quite sure yet, but I know for sure I'm getting the Bratton first. One of my favorite weapons back in the day. Next up on the Orbiter, we're going to be looking at the Descendia. Head over to the Dark Refractory, click on the Descendia, and you'll be able to see all the rewards for this week's normal and Steel Path. Arcanes, some materials, more materials and arcanes, adapter. Heading over to Steel Path, we got a melee Riven, definitely want that for me. Some more arcanes, Mafika, resource booster, great to grab those. Steel Essence, and an Omniforma blueprint to finish it off. Next up, we're going to be checking out some of the shops that you can visit every single week for some rewards. First, let's head over to Iron Wake on Earth and see what they have to offer this week. Once on Iron Wake, you're able to come over to the shop, interact with it, and see what you can exchange your Riven slivers for. As always, you're going to be looking at some Riven ciphers, Riven mods, the Transmuter, Endo, credits, Kuva, the list goes on and on. One of the best shops you can look at every single week. So make sure you head on over to Iron Wake. Next up, we're going to be taking a little trip to a relay to visit our boy Teshin. Once on the relay, you're able to fast travel over to Teshin, interact with him, and see what he has to offer for our Steel Path honors. As always, you're going to be trading in Steel Essence to purchase these items. We're looking at 30k endo, a Riven cipher, some adapters, stance forma blueprint, and some other items that he has. I highly recommend picking up the cipher and the endo, of course, and whatever else you might need this week. Not a huge shop this week with Teshin, but we'll take it. As always, too, you'll be able to go to Maru's Bazaar to do your weekly item treasure hunt and exchange your sculptures for more endo. I'll throw that up on screen now. After that, we're going to be heading on over to the Sanctum to see what Bird 3 has for us this week. Bird 3 this week is going to be offering a blue flavored shard, so make sure to head on over and use some standing to purchase that if you need it. One more shop left that I'm going to be covering today, and that's going to be over on the Zeriman. Once on the Zeriman, we'll be heading over to Yonta to buy our weekly Kuva. If you want more rolls on your Ribbons, you gotta come here every single week, as well as those other shops, to pick up your Kuva. You can also exchange for Void Plumes here if you need to get Holdfast standing. There's one more shop too that I forgot to mention, and that's going to be over in the Dorma Zone. I'll be showing a picture of the rewards that you can pick up every single week on screen right now. With all the shops and the Orbiter weeklies out of the way now, let's go see everybody's favorite endgame content. Oh boy, the search pulses. Heading over to Kaya first for our temporal version. We're going to be looking at some pretty interesting restrictions this week and some interesting frames. I'm not quite built up for this. I'm not a big guy like that. So we might have to wait another week before I run into this. But if you are looking for a really good way to farm those Archon shards in your endgame, this is for you. We also have the Netracells, which we'll look at next. Next up, we have the Netracells. Another great search pulse to do for some Archon shards. There is one more search pulse you're able to do every single week, and that's the Deep Archmedia. I currently don't have that unlocked, but I'll throw a picture of it up on screen right now. These search pulses are 5 every single week, depending on the one that you try to complete. Some take 2 charges, this one doesn't. This allows you to go do some very endgame content to farm Archon shards. I'll probably put out a short later today showing what they're like. And that's going to be it from me. The weekly reset is always a great time in Warframe to go stretch your legs, run some content, especially for those people that have been playing for a really long time and don't have much to farm for these days. I highly recommend running this content with a group, maybe get yourself a baby Tenno and help them out. Teach them the ropes. I hope this video was helpful. I know it's a little quick, but every Monday I want to put out one of these videos just to give you guys an idea of what I do every single week. Maybe you can too. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe. Check out my other content. And as always, I'll catch you next time.